when Obi said he's going to generate 10,000 megawatts, he didn't know we have 13,500 megawatts Onanuga. Onanuga. This man is so dumb. You have 13,500 megawatts. Where is it? Where is it? 13,500 megawatts. You have 13,500 megawatts. People now went to install solar in Afterocking. People do not have lights. We don't have lights. Going to 48 hours, you are telling us that you have 13,500 megawatts. What's wrong with this man? Must you talk? You just be disgracing yourself up and down. You don't have shame. Fresh remarks from the presidency have stirred debate after presidential aide Bayo Onanuga responded to Peter Obi's promise on electricity generation ahead of the 2027 election. While discussing Nigeria's power sector, Onanuga argued that many people misunderstand the country's existing capacity and suggested Obi's target overlooked a key figure already on record. But as he continued explaining why electricity supply still falls short despite that number, he pointed to an issue that changes the entire conversation. He's sick. He's a very sick man. The Onanuga, I don't know. He's working for a salary, because if he doesn't talk rubbish, he will not be paid. Okojo says, once you see this man talk, I see head of goats. Very foolish man. He's very, very foolish. Chinedu says, you hardly see Yoruba to criticize this APC liar machine. Yoruba, do you have lights in your area? There's no light though. There is no light. Smart Okaro says, thunder fired at your mouth. Is it lights that can't be used to charge the phone? Or are you talking of another light? You are as useless as anything that is worthless, and that's why Showore described this administration as criminal and corrupt administration. And he didn't lie. He did not lie. David says, where is the 13,500 megawatts? And you can't put solar for Afterocking. Can you imagine? You put solar in Afterocking, you say we have 13,500 megawatts. Where is it? Where is it? Alpha says, so where is the light? If Nigeria has 13,500 megawatts and we are still in darkness, Bayo Onanuga, the man, once you're an APC member, you have to be foolish anyway, so I don't really blame him. David Santi said, your own is lies. As in, I don't know who the lie pass for inside this Onanuga and lying Mohammed. Lolo says, fool at 60. If Andrew says, Onanuga, is it in your mother's closet? Abi, the 13,500 megawatts. Where did you put it? The donkey says, I beg, is this man okay? 13,500 megawatts from 4,000, and we are in darkness now than we were when we had 4,000. Or maybe because of your solar system in where you are living, you are thinking that that's what is happening in all Nigerian homes. God will reward your lies, foolish man. Another lie Mohammed has started singing again. And yet you are in darkness. Let me ask him. Chamaka, for having stated by you that the national grid was too old, how then can you supply 13,500 megawatts? You can't even defend your lies, but expose the inefficiency by your government. Mazijit is a short thing. Onanuga, 13,500 potential capacity, but actual generation remains a disgraceful measly 3,500 megawatts. From Liar Mohammed to Femi Adesina to Bayo Onanuga, these people have had a relay of lying pressmen, each passing the baton to the latter. All of them Yoruba. I read them talk lies. Always lying. Victor says you have 13,500 megawatts. Where? Where is the light? On paper or what? Why is the APC government like this? They don't really take us for mumu because I don't understand. GP says if you have 13,500, where is the light? In town? Why did you plant solar in Afterocking? Let me ask. Let me ask him. Very nonsense man. Samuel says impression without expression is a total depression. Having 20 megawatts without light is nonsense. Action speaks louder than words. Failed is failed. Prince Samuel says biggest liar of the millennium. Shameless man. Very shameless. Atadanogu says the worst government since independence. Can you boast of one day of non-interrupted power supply for where? Leave Obi alone and face your crippling stagnated governance. Rubbish. Napa says functional. No doubt you don't reside in Nigeria. I beg your pardon. Oladele says this guy just talks to impress the gullibles. He doesn't need to have enough information about anything just to make money. Yet you can't even say this is what he's doing. All we hear is he's a billionaire. Very confused human being. online president. Who is this one talking about? You are sick. John says, old man with lies, shameless APC government. Nigerians are ready this time. Ready and buy. Nigerians are ready to pay the price this time. APC must go. Martin says, Nigeria will never develop in this life except an able man takes charge of government affairs. Take it or leave it. Martin says, they are still struggling with 4,000 megawatts, which transmission line will carry the 13,500 megawatts. With this memo they talk. Don't mind him. Mind the foolish man. Godwin says, liar, where is the light nationwide? Where is the light? At Lazarus says, Onanuga, you're a liar. You're even worse than Lai Mohammed, the former Minister of Information, whom I thought was the father of all liars. Just as you people are weaponizing poverty in the country, so also you are weaponizing darkness. Since 1960s to date, you people are talking about 13,500 megawatts that is nowhere to be found. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. They don't have shame. At Elsa says, you lie more than Satan. You are now the father of all liars. At MC Tunnel says, you have generated 20,500 megawatts and we are still experiencing blackouts. Even Afterocking is using solar energy. You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. Friday says, even when this man was lying on the national television, that day he was afraid. Lai Mohammed younger brother. Stella Odimego says, Onanuga, when will you stop telling cheap and embarrassing lies? You already have 13 megawatts, yet you produce darkness instead of light. The Afterocking villa doesn't have electricity, hence billions of naira were spent installing solar energy in Afterocking. Shame on you for always lying. Shame. Liars in power, you generated 30,500 and yet no power supply. Oga, your shame dey shame. I spit for your face to fear aqua. Babasede says he's grossly disjointed. I had to read him most of the time. Godwin says from 2015 to date, and you are not ashamed to say this. At East Tiger says, I just can't understand why Yoruba ethnic group that prides themselves as sophisticated and educated visited Nigeria with their 4th 11th team since 2023, led by the best they can offer, Jagaban in Afterocking abomination. Okunko says, and we are still experiencing the epileptic power supply today. Maybe it's by your Onanuga's dream. It's probably dreaming. Olodo man. Isn't says people are just afraid of Mr. B. The young man's political integrity and public acceptance is consciously instigating fear to use the machineries. Stupid old fool, deceiving yourself and your generation with lies. Don't mind it. And listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.